In this crazy, fast-paced world we're all living in, it can feel, well, pretty tough to pass down our heritage, our deepest values to the next generation. But today we're going to look at a really powerful tool that might just make all the difference. And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? What is the biggest challenge for modern families today? That's what we're digging into.
I mean, think about it. With all the noise out there, how do we actually share the lessons that really matter? How do we connect our kids to where they come from and help them become the people we know they can be?
Now, the solution I'm talking about, it's not some new app or a complicated parenting hack you'll find online. Nope. It's something much, much older. Something that has been connecting families for literally thousands of years. It's storytelling. Simple as that. It's probably the most ancient and, honestly, the most powerful tool we have for teaching, for connecting, and for passing down wisdom from one generation to the next. Okay, so that's great, but where do we find these stories? Well, I want to show you a fantastic resource created by an Indo-Canadian author who is absolutely dedicated to this mission. It's called Mystic India for Kids, and it's a book series that does something amazing. It bridges that huge gap between ancient wisdom and, well, modern childhood. Just look at these covers for a second. Wow. They're so vibrant, so colorful. You can immediately see how they're designed to just pull kids in, right? To make them super curious about the magical worlds waiting inside. And this really gets to the heart of it. These aren't just religious stories. They're timeless tales packed with themes that every kid can relate to. We're talking courage, kindness, patience, creativity, and love. It's less about religion and all about character and building that crucial emotional intelligence. And what's really cool is that it's designed for a pretty wide age range. We're talking from 3 all the way up to 12 years old. So it makes these really big, profound ideas accessible even for the little ones. Okay, so how do these books go beyond just being fun stories? Well, that's because they're intentionally designed as powerful educational tools, especially for today's families. And this right here, this shows you just how much thought went into the structure of this series. It's not just a random collection of myths. It's basically a curriculum for life skills. The whole goal here is to help build a child's worldview. So you've got cultural literacy, which connects kids to their roots. Then there's social-emotional learning, exploring big feelings like courage and empathy. It also encourages moral reasoning, getting them to think about right and wrong. And of course, on top of all that, it helps with their reading comprehension. It's the whole package. And here's the real secret sauce, the unique thing they do. It's a 2-step method. First, you get the ancient myth, the actual story. But then, and this is the key part, there's a guided, modern-day reflection that helps kids connect that ancient lesson directly to their own lives. It's brilliant. All right, let's see how this actually works. We'll look at a few examples from the series, because this is really where the magic happens. So first up, we have Shakti in You, Discovering Courage and Strength Within. This book is amazing. It introduces these powerful goddesses, but not just as faraway mythical figures. It presents them as symbols of the strength that's already inside every single child. So it takes this ancient concept of Shakti, which means divine energy, and it translates it into a very real-world, practical lesson about finding your own inner strength and courage. Okay, next up we have the Elephant Prince, which is all about the beloved elephant-headed god Ganesha. And, as you might know, he's known as the remover of obstacles. So through Ganesha's really clever and honestly pretty funny stories, kids get to learn all about wisdom, using their intellect, and creative problem solving. It's perfect for when they feel stuck or facing a tough challenge. And for our last example, let's look at this one, Flying Monkeys and Floating Stones. This book dives into tales from the epic Ramayana, focusing on the incredible heroes Hanuman and Rama. And what this does so well is take these huge, grand themes like loyalty, devotion, and the power of working together as a team, and it makes them totally accessible and really inspiring for young readers. So as you can see, this whole series is about so much more than just a few bedtime stories. It's really about creating a legacy of connection, of conversation within the family. These stories are meant to be catalysts. They're conversation starters. They open the door for parents and grandparents to talk with their kids about big ideas, to nurture those core values like empathy, kindness, and courage. And when you do that, you're strengthening the bonds of your entire family. I think this quote from the author just says it all perfectly. It's about creating this special space, a space where stories meet real-life lessons, where culture meets creativity, and where families can actually grow together through a sense of wonder. It really makes you think, doesn't it?
So I'll leave you with this question. What story will you share to help shape the next generation?